Hey, good afternoon. It's Gene Symes. I got a couple of topics I want to talk to you about. Sometimes I'm all over the place. I think I'm getting to have a routine now that I think I can accomplish what I want to do. First thing I want to talk about is the Department of Veterans Affairs, and that's with Secretary Wilkie and the I guess it's the chairman of the House Committee, Veterans Affairs. That's Mark uh, Takano. I hope that I'm speaking about the right guy. That's all I know. That I was told that this gentleman is the chairman. You know, if the Secretary of Veterans Affairs is going to do just like the rest of the other ones that we've had in the past, uh, we got a problem. Right now, to me, it seems like we have sort of a problem. I've never met the gentleman. I've been in Washington in July, and we met with the Oversight Committee. Linda Davis, chief of the Oversight Committee, and Betty Mosier. But we had a chance to speak to Linda. She actually it was a little hard getting in there, but I did have the opportunity with our committee. That was with Paul Dion, Simon Alvarado, and Sam Alvarado, his brother, there to speak to her. And I said to her, as many times as we've been in Washington, we always try to get a hold of the representatives first to let them know that we're there and hopefully we can meet with them. And it seems promising that this actually is going to happen, but it ends up no show. I says, and I got a hold of you and sent you an email, but you never responded that you was going to be there on the day we was going to be in Washington. So we decided to try and see if we can arrange that, even though we was there. Uh, and it was hard. By luck, we ended up meeting. Okay. However the case might be, I explained to you that we just get a runaround with politicians that they tell us they're going to do something, they don't follow up unless it's the interests that they have. It doesn't happen unless it's a campaign issue and they need a prop, a veteran, whether it's a man or a woman. Uh, it seems like nothing happens, even though there's a lot of good things going on for veterans. I can't say that it's all bad, but I can tell you this much. We asked for a meeting, we have the chairs, but no representation. Okay? Empty chairs. And that's got to cease. We have a new House committee, we have new members in the Senate, and hopefully that you guys aren't going to pull the same crap again. You know, I don't, I hate using that type of word, but we do get pissed off, irritated when we have a VA in West LA that is fighting to try and have a home for homeless veterans, and we have a politicians keep adding buildings or entities that has no value to the veteran. We're trying to save that land, and it keeps cutting it. Right now, we have 300 some odd acres left, if that's left, if that's there. You want to put a building up there for veterans or homeless veterans? I don't know the complete story, but I understand it's not going to be just for the homeless veterans or veterans. If I'm wrong, please correct me. You can call me at 315-986-7322. Then we have the Blue Water Navy and the toxics that these individuals suffered in Vietnam, just like I have with Agent Orange. And you're doing nothing about it, but you speak about other things other than what we're interested in. We know the good things, but the bad parts of it is the veterans are suffering, waiting for their benefits. And you don't speak about that. Missing records is the other one. You have veterans that was on special ops operations. during the 50s and 60s, and these individuals have yet received any benefits. It's like you're holding on to the money on escrow, you know. You haven't done nothing. When that comes up, is nobody knows what to do. We've talked to the DOD, CIA, individuals on it, and they say, well, we can't do nothing about it. Those records are locked until 2080. But yet, you look at Iran and Iraq and all these other areas at this time and date, we hear of the special ops and we hear the names of the people who was on special ops. What's the difference? When is these records going to be released? Secretary Wilkie, I haven't met you, but I hope that somebody passes this video to you. I want to meet with you, and our committee wants to meet with you. Bottom line. The second thing I want to talk about is a little bit about what's really aggravating is this wall, okay? And the president seeking the money to have this wall put up. Schumer, Nancy Pelosi have yet spoken about the people that's been killed by illegal aliens. All they want to do is destroy President Trump. Psychologically, is that what you're trying to do? And Nancy Pelosi, I look at you on TV and I think you're a weak individual, even though you're smart and you got a lot of big bucks. And your buddy there, Schumer, which is from my state, New York, when he looks into the camera, right away it goes down like he was an ostrich, with his head in the ground. Pops up and his glasses is almost touching his lips. You seek for his support, his strength. You're a leader, but a leader that cannot or will not stand on your own because you need support. You need support from the rest of the committee in the House. And you need the support of the individuals such as Schumer and the rest of these other senators. You almost broke down and said, yeah, we know we're going to fund you the money, President Trump. But when it came to that meeting, all of a sudden you turned around because you had Schumer sitting there and you was sitting right across from him and telling the president, nope, we're not going to do it. Because you relied on the powers to stand by you so you can become the chairman. And how you look in the camera on TV in front of us, you look weak. You look very, very weak. And you're trying to take and work on President Trump's mind psychologically. You think you want to tear him down by doing this? And Schumer, the same way. Schumer, you're not a movie star. You're not Ronald Reagan, okay? Take a break. Look, I got a commercial, and I was going to advertise. It's a new kind of paper, okay? This is political paper, okay? This is what you guys are dealing with, okay? You're not going after the issue of veterans. You're not going after the issue of illegal aliens. You're not going after the individuals that have been killed. You don't even acknowledge them. Unless they're CNN, you're not acknowledging them. So what are you doing? Okay? It's thumbs down on you. And all of my family members, from my own kids that are Democrats, and my wife, and anybody else that knows me that is a Democrat. I don't think all Democrats are bad. But you're the poison needle to all of them because they all follow you. And I'm a Republican, but I'm dealing with this as a bipartisan. I know that President Trump doesn't always come out in a straight line the way you like it. Again, too, I say, he's not an Ivy League politician. He's a businessman. Where you guys don't even recognize that. I can't understand it. I really can't. The third thing I want to talk about is about these new Republicans that are in the House committee. You pledged right there when you put your hand up to take the oath, to act like human beings, to respect the Constitution, and you don't. You antagonize that. That's all you do. You antagonize the people to react to President Trump, always with a hateful thought, because you started. And Nancy, last, I have saved this. These are crumbs. Okay, crumbs. With all the bucks you have and everything that you have available, you don't want to open up the door and say, hey, President Trump, we'll give you the $5 billion with no questions. You won't even do that. What you want to do is keep adding something and saying, hey, look, if you give us that, we'll do this. But if you give us a little bit more time, we can talk about it. Well, it's not going to happen because you've been doing this in 2016. Wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. You think we don't see this? And for those of you out there that think that your party is so great, why don't you really look at your own selves in the mirror? Okay? You don't talk about issues. You talk about destroying individual. You talk about hate. Oh, I hate President Trump because he doesn't look good. I hate President Trump because he's not a politician. I hate President Trump because he's not politically correct the way he should be, or a person that can speak with great tone. Well, I'm not either. I'm a down-to-earth person. You guys don't even have the fortitude to even act like a down-to-earth person. New Year started, and we're starting again. Christmas, everybody was happy. New Year's, everybody was happy. After New Year's, is back to war. Is back to try and destroy the president. But I tell you what, he's got more strength in his pinky than what you have. Schumer, you might be a nice guy, but I can't stand you. Nancy, I can't stand you either. You know what I mean? Let me take a break now and say, hey, I'll see you next time. But remember, do something with the Department of Veterans Affairs for those who have been waiting for benefits, those who have been waiting for their health care, individuals that have been waiting to take care of their teeth, that they have to sacrifice so much time to try and get dental help, okay? Because the Department of Veterans Affairs says they're not 100%, okay? Or those that are missing their records. And that wall. Build the wall. President Trump, don't give in. Our veterans are behind you. I'm behind you. You're my president. And for those Ivy League freshman Congress people that are around there, I hope you can take a clear picture of what you look like on TV. But you're about as dumb as a dumb nail. We have some good congressmen there. But those have been on TV and speaking their language, thinking that you got a lot of guts in how and what you want to say to the president, you don't. Take care. Sayonara.